What's going on, traders? We are back and we're talking key levels in the market. All right. So, if trading was a game, the object of the game would be to figure out where institutional money is parking their money. Okay. Where are the big banks, the hedge funds, all those guys trading from? How could we capitalize off of those moves? Okay. So again, I have a naked chart here. This is a line chart. This is USD JPY. All right. So we're still in the support and resistance section of this course. So we're just going over basically different ways to draw different types of support and resistance, identify key turning points, identify key levels. Okay. So for me personally, when I first started out, the line chart was super easy because you could see where price has closed and where price turns around. For new traders, sometimes the line chart, or excuse me, the bar chart can be a little bit tough because you have the wicks and you're like, well, do I draw from the wicks? Do I draw from the body? The bars show a lot more context. And for experienced traders, context is a good thing. For new traders, context could be a little bit overwhelming. So, line chart is a good place to start. All right. So, we're looking just like in the last video, where has the market turned around? All right. So, best place to start is on the daily. You get a good picture on the daily chart and you can work your way down from there. All right. So, we're starting at the top of the range here. So, this is where price is today. All right. This is where price is today. And we're going to start at the top of the range. I have the horizontal ray here. All right, so we're going to just mark that out. And we're going to mark, let's see, this area looks interesting. Go right here. I'm going to mark that out as well. Okay, this looks like a big dip and turnaround. I'm going to mark that. It's a little far away, but I'm going to mark that as well. Okay, so when we're talking about key levels, there are really three major types of support, technical support and resistance levels. All right, so you have your horizontal chart levels. I think, in my personal opinion, these are the most powerful because they're the most objective. When you have a bulk of people looking at the same thing on a chart, that's a very good thing. You want to be a follower. If you're a Forex trader, stock trader, futures, commodities, you want to be a follower. You want to go with the trend. You want to do what everybody else is doing. And you want to be looking at what everybody else is looking at. All right. Horizontal charts are very objective, which means that you have a lot of eyeballs looking at the same thing. Okay, so that's what this is. This is a horizontal key level. This is your standard support and resistance. All right, so we're going to go back to the bar chart to see how these all line up. Candles. All right, so you could see they're pretty well respected. All right, had a little bit of a breach right here, but we're going to get to that in a second. And then down here, it's respected as well. From here, like I said in the last video, I like to draw my zone because price rarely respects a line. Price tends to break through. You know, you might see a little bit of funny business going on. So I like the zone, especially when you're down on the lower time frames. Very easy to get faked out if you're just drawing lines. All right. And we have our zone down here. Okay. So these are your standard horizontal levels. All right. This is probably what I trade from the most. Not really a huge trend line trader. But if I could throw one in there for some extra confirmations, I'll do that. But this is the bread and butter right here. And in addition, you have round numbers. Okay, so a lot of institutional money, they like to park around big round numbers, anything ending in a 50, a 00, or a 25. That's considered a round number. So that's why I had made mention of this level a little bit earlier. So you have price, which settled, kind of broke through this line a little bit, but it settled and it actually closed right around 10900. Okay, so if you're trading this live, right, and you have an upside bias, and you see, oh, I passed it, there it is, and you see price start to break through this line, you could say, all right, well, it's broken through but I see 10900. I'm still thinking upside. So I'm going to wait and see if it breaches this round number here, which it doesn't. All right, it closes right at 10900, and then it closed higher, opened at 109, but it flirted with this area a little bit, and it shot to the upside. Okay, so that is the power of round numbers. Okay, lastly, you have trend lines and channels. So a lot of people trade these as well. My only critique of the trend line and the channel is it could be a little too subjective. Sometimes people may draw it from the body, the wick, sometimes it just may be all over the place. So it could be a little bit tricky, but if it's a very obvious one, then you'll definitely want to take advantage. So this right here is my preference. I like the channel trend line sandwich. Okay, price is bouncing in between this channel. So if you already have these zones marked up, you have this channel, you see price is grinding down. I'm definitely looking for a buy as we get into here. Okay, so this is a 4-hour chart. So this gives us a little bit more context of what's going on. So price breaches, test the bottom of this channel, and then we get this crazy momentum candle that breaks through the upside of the channel. Okay, so now we're definitely looking for buys. I mean, there's too many confirmations here to talk yourself into a sell. Looking for buys, and we're looking to ride this up. Okay, so what happens? Price breaks through. Get my drawing tool here. Price breaks through. We're looking for the retest of this trend line / zone, and boom. And we're going back up. Somebody'd say, cold charge your computer. Come on, guy. All right. So we're going down and we're pushing back up. So that's basically how you trade these, man. You wait for the breakout, always wait for the retest, and we're out. Okay. So where's price at right now? So price is in the dead center of this range. We're on UJ, USD JPY on the 4-hour chart. Price is in the middle of this range. I'm not interested in anything going on right here. We're dead in the center. It could go either way. Okay. If it, let's say, breaks to the upside. All right. I think it's probably going to go all the way down, my personal opinion. But let's just say if it breaks to the upside, get some news. So what we're looking for is a clear breach of this zone. Looking for a retrace back into the zone, and we're getting out of there. Okay. So for those of you watching at home, talk back a little bit. Where is the target? All right. Well, it's pretty clear. Target is this right here. This is fresh supply, just like from the last video. All right. So we're going to mark this up. This has not been tested yet. So chances are very good that when price gets back to this level, something is going to happen. Most likely it's going to get rejected. It may not get rejected all the way back down, but it'll probably get a little bit of a retrace. So if you're a counter trend trader, you could short this level right here, maybe about 25, 50 pips, ride it back up, and then we see what happens. So it'll either break again, retest and keep going. Or it will come back to the zone. If you traded for a while, you know exactly what I'm about to draw, that M pattern, double top. All right. And then it's going to come back down. All right. This is just all about patience. All right. This is what trading is about. It's about patience. You don't always have to be in the market all the time, but when you know how price reacts to certain levels, it makes it very easy to sit on the sidelines and just wait. Okay. So this has been the key levels video. All right. Utilize all these levels though, guys. Horizontal, round numbers, trend line channels. When you master all these, you're able to have a nice, well-rounded toolkit, and you are better equipped to predict where price is going and how it will react when it gets to certain levels on your chart. Okay, stay tuned for the next video. Happy trading. Peace.